Foundation. Jim, we first heard this with Don. What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Yes. Jim, my company stands ready to work side by side with you on anything else that you're doing with help spread the idea of freedom of price and limited government. We're so in. So please go on us. No. Well, I don't think I was thinking with the party. So that you elegantly said a couple days ago how John Boehner is going to destroy many jobs. There's your party for you. I mean, did this have anything to do the fiscal cliff the way Boehner is handling it? Does that anything to do with his decision to leave, or how long has he been thinking about this? Jim, I go ahead. I would love to sit down with you ASAP because I have not only ideas on the media, but also coalition building. I really believe that there's a new way to look at things and to move that will change the dynamics entirely. It's just needed. Uh-huh.
And so that's what we have to do is pull together Americans to advocate for ideas that are best for everyone. And that's something we want to serve 100% of Americans, whether they're rich or poor or whatever color, gender they are.
Jim.
And I serve to convince people that conservative ideas will make everyone's life I want to do.
And Senator, all
Senator.
this is obviously true, but it also leaves a gaping hole in the U.S. Senate, which has to be filled by somebody. Are you going to have some serious input into that? And we're hearing Tim Scott's name that sounds pretty exciting. All right, hold on just a second.
Just a second, just a second.
These folks are great people personally, and they are strong, and they've been bold. So Governor Haley has a good group to choose from. But I'm leaving the Senate better than I found it. We've got a great group of people that I've worked real hard to elect. People like Ted Cruz, Jeff Flake coming in this time, and of course Marco Rubio and Rand Paul and a number of others. So the Senate is better than I found it, but I can do more to help those conservatives in the Senate if I gin up support on the outside.
Okay, hold on just
Hold a second, Senator, if you don't mind holding on the phone for just a moment. Take a quick break and come back to the. I got a couple of questions, Senator. What do you think is going to happen? Fiscal clip, then would like to opinion now a little bit who you're pulling for it. Anybody to play.